Pascal. You are now rocking with that dude Pascal. We be going wild, Haitian in the building, so original. Got the haters catching feelings. Get your hands up to the ceiling and keep them held high, cause St. Louis isn't ready. Forget about it, goodbye. Hold up, we just saying hi. Five somebody, rise up weekdays. Catch us live, somebody, let's go.
Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Pascal Show. Hope you guys all doing well out there, enjoying your Christmas Eve. Okay, for those of y'all who are celebrating the holidays this year, I know some of us are not for various reasons, but I hope you guys are all doing well out there, enjoying your day, making it as relaxing as you could make it. Real talk. Because let's be real. You deserve it. All right? We all work really, really hard out here in these streets. We work very, very hard to do what we need to do just to keep the lights on, keep the food on the table, so on and so forth. So every once in a while, it's okay to take a little bit of R&R, just a little bit of time to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So if that's today, if that's tomorrow, if it's any days, please, by all means do that. I feel that we run really, really hard on a lot of things, and we forget about the things that that matter, like self-health, our own mental balance, so on and so forth. So that's one thing I wish for everybody this holiday season is just the much needed R&R. I think a lot of us do need. Let's just say that. Okay. So I wanted to say that really, really quick because, I think that, we cover, we watch all these things. We talk about all these stories. We get really knee deep in all those things. We get very passionate on our QWERTYs, on our QWERTY keyboards, or on our iPhones, or, if you have Android, then God bless you. But if you're on your Androids, just passionately going in and out and all that stuff. I mean, I gotta be real. You gotta remember to take some time for yourself. Take some time to take a break and walk away from all the craziness that goes on in these internet streets. So I just wanted to say that to you guys. It's okay to take a break. It's okay to take some time to breathe because we all need it. Okay? We all need it every once in a while. All right? So hopefully you like the background. If you do, be sure to hit that like button down below. I know it's a little late. This should have been up weeks ago, but at the same time, better late than never, right? Better late than never, in my personal opinion. I got some new doohickeys. So my place is kind of a mess right now. You don't see it, but it's an absolute mess in front of me right now. But I can finally wear red without my camera losing its mind. So I'm very, very excited to be wearing red right now because it's very rare. You'll be seeing a lot of colors on me from this point on because my old stuff, I wasn't able to do those things. You know what I'm saying? But I gifted myself an early Christmas gift, and I'm very excited about what I'll be able to do from this point on, which I'm very excited about. So hit that like button down below. Send it past 300 likes as I see you guys starting to file in. All right. I know usually I intro with a bunch of other things revolving around this case that we're talking about, but had to say those things, just be happy about the things you got and take time out for the people that love you. That's all. Okay. And while I say that, I'm going to do this as quickly as I can so I can go spend time with the people that I love. Okay. Because I need that. You see what I'm saying? So please do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay. Crush it. Make it scream out your name. We got some things we got to talk about. All right. And it would be great to have you a part of the Pascal Show family. Anyway, let's get into this. Happy holidays, mother lovers. Happy holidays to every single last one of y'all. Hope you guys are all well, enjoying your day and making it wonderful. It's the day before Christmas. All right. If you're celebrating Christmas again, hopefully you got all your Christmas shopping out the way or holiday shopping out the way, because let's be real, everything's shutting down very soon. So if you haven't done that yet, keep this show on, but go now, kick rocks, go out into the wilderness and get Forage for those holiday presents now, because they're going to be shutting down very, very soon. Just saying that for those of y'all in the nosebleed seats. Anyway, we got some new information. As of yesterday, Kaylee and Madison's Uber driver has finally spoken out, has finally said some things. Then we also have some new body cam footage from something that happened months prior to this tragedy, but is very strange. All right. The body cam footage, the story revolving around the body cam footage is very strange. The information we hear in this body cam is strange as well. We're going to be watching it together as a family because it's definitely something we need to see. But I know a lot of us have that burning question of what happened, right? What could have happened between the time that Kaylee and Madison got into the car after they got their food from the food truck to when they walked into the house? Was there anything strange that went on? So on and so forth. Well, I got a couple things I'm going to show you guys. I got a clip from a news clip, and we also have an article that I'm going to show you right here. And it says right here, okay, my job was to get these girls safe home. This is what the private taxi driver, or, Uber, okay, Uber, Lyft, you name it, all right. This is what the Uber driver said, okay? Private taxi driver who drove the roommates, Kaylee and Madison, home hours before they were unalived, we got to use these code words, says he is haunted by his role in delivering them to their demise. Now, I feel bad for the guy. I got to be honest. I feel bad for every single person that's involved in this particular case, that's involved in feeling some type of way about this, especially people who have crossed paths with these girls, like Joe Vido or Joe Vidot. I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but the fella that was standing right next to the hoodie guy, the infamous hoodie guy that was sitting there kind of throwing jokes and, roasting these drunk girls. Obviously, he feels, of course, terrible for making those jokes and giving them hell. There's a lot of people, I think, that cross paths with these girls that are going to sit here and say, wish I woulda, coulda, shoulda, right? There's going to be a lot of people like that. Let's keep it real. And understandably, this is a terrible tragedy. And now we're hearing the same thing about the Uber driver. I promise you I'll get to all the super chats in just a minute. I promise you. And thank you so much for your support, guys. I really do appreciate it. Okay? But before we jump into this article, okay, real quick, now that I got a few people in here, all right, I want you guys to please do me a favor. One way of supporting this channel, and also a way for you to win $100. We have a $100 giveaway going on right now as we speak, all right? Please go over to the link that is in the description box down below, and also that is now pinned to the top of the chat right now, okay, in the family chat, and will also be pinned at the top of the comments section down below later. Please go and click on that link. Download Swagit app. It's a brand new social media app where once you follow me, you get to see nothing but exclusive content from me. You get it nowhere else, only on Swagit app. You go over there, you click the link, you follow me, the Pascal Show, one word, you comment on some of my videos, and instantly, you are entered in for the possibility of winning $100. And of course, we'll be making that announcement near the top of next month. But it's perfect timing because for a fact we're all blasting a whole lot of cash right now for the holidays. All right. And even so, there's still Valentine's Day around the bend as well. And we're going to be getting something for someone we love around that time. So it's perfect timing to recoup or use it to gift it to somebody else. So please hit that link in the chat or in the description box down below. Download the app Swagit, Follow me on the Pascal Show, one word, and comment, hit like. You know what I'm saying? Comment on some videos, like some of my videos, and you're instantly entered to win. Okay? So just so you guys know all of that before we get into the meat and potatoes of this conversation. Let's get into this article, okay? All right. And I appreciate the support, guys. Seriously. All right. So it says the driver who took the two students that, of course, lost their lives home that night has now broken his silence to tell how he is haunted by the knowledge that his job was to get them home safe. But instead, he delivered them to their demise. Speaking for the first time and exclusively to the Daily Mail, which is the article I'm reading here, the private taxi driver, who was probably the last person to see friends Kaylee and Madison alive, said, it's weighed on me. I've replayed that night a million times over, trying to think if there was some sign or some detail that something was amiss, but there was nothing. He says there was nothing amiss, or at least this driver says there was nothing weird about their ride. And of course, we got a news clip where they go into more detail about that too. But of course, I'm going to read it here, and we're going to hear it from a reporter as well. It's just lost on me that my job was to get these girls home safe, but that didn't really help this time. And of course, the two girls that we're talking about right here, Kaylee and Madison, are right here. Okay. And of course, the infamous photo of the four that have lost their lives. And I will say this right now, okay, and I've said this a million times before. I still want to know what the hell happened, or what's the story behind Ethan and Xana. I understand the focus is on Kaylee and Madison right now because that's the only footage that we have right now and that we're lingering on and hovering over. But I keep going, what about Ethan and what about Xana? What about them, though, too? Real talk, what about them? Okay? So it's just something still bothering the hell out of me. And I feel that we need to figure out what the hell's going on with them as well. Okay? And figure out what their storyline is. But I digress. Of course, we already know it's approaching 6 weeks since these four lives were taken. And we already know about the house and all that. Today, the man who drove Kaylee and Madison home has recounted his recollections of that night and claimed that the community is living in fear with little faith in Moscow PD. Speaking on condition of anonymity, he said, I had known Kaylee and Maddie and Xana too. They would occasionally get rides home, and there was nothing out of the ordinary about that night. And of course, this photo right here obviously is a still from one of the huge, obviously the one of the biggest, most viewed videos right now surrounding this case, okay, is the food truck footage where they were streaming live via Twitch. These two girls were trying to get some food. They obviously were inebriated. You could see it, visibly inebriated. There's the guy in the hoodie guy up here in the corner, and you see Joe Vidot right there, and he's, kind of giving them, he's just roasting them. He's roasting them because they're clearly inebriated, okay? And then, of course, they get their food. They're messing around. Madison's messing around. She's filming Madison, allegedly filming Madison messing around the food truck. They get their food and they leave. Okay. But they get into this car, this Uber driver's car, this very person who's speaking right now, that's finally speaking out. All right. Now, we already know that they showed the girls picking up pasta at Grub Truck around 1:40 a.m. after ending their evening out at the nearby Corner Club bar in downtown Moscow. This is what the driver said. I picked them up about 1:45 a.m. They had their food, and they were super excited about their mac and cheese as girls are after they go to a club. Like, they from what it sounds like they were sitting there saying, like, we about to bash. We about to get home and we're going to smash this food. I can't wait to have this food in my belly. That's what I feel like the whole conversation was about. Okay. He continues, or this driver continues. They sat in the back and they chatted. They were normal, just like any other night. They weren't upset about anything or talking about anyone. The driver said he was familiar with surveillance footage in which one of the girls appears to be talking about somebody named called Adam earlier that evening, but he said they didn't talk about him or any boy on that ride. Moscow PD have contacted Adam, who they described as cooperating with their investigation. According to the driver, sometimes the girls would talk about boys, but that night they were just excited about their food. Yeah, they were excited about getting that fifth meal or that fourth meal, whichever it is, that late night munchie. Come on now. They were hungry. They were out kicking it for a while too. So imagine how hungry they were. Okay? Imagine how hungry they were. I guarantee you they were sitting there going, man, I'm so hungry. When we get home, we're about to bash. I can't wait. Okay? According to the driver, that's what I just said, there was no apprehension, no weird feelings there, no upsetness. There was no nervousness about them. They weren't afraid of anybody. There was nobody following them or following us. There was absolutely nothing about that ride that was different or abnormal. They were just typical sorority girls talking away, and half the time they don't pay a whole lot of attention to us drivers. They were just kind of we were just kind of doing our thing. The driver said he didn't pull right up to the door of the girl's house, stopping instead on the street out front. He said, I just sort of pulled in front of the driveway. I didn't pull right into the parking lot. I usually try not to do that because that's an easy way to get robbed. I try to stay in positions where I can go either direction so I can get away if I have to. It's never happened, but you hear about these things. But on that night, he saw and felt no threat. In fact, he said, I didn't watch them go all the way in. There were the two of them. It's a relatively safe place. It's not something I would usually sit and watch. Sometimes I absolutely will ask or intervene if I feel a kid needs help. I've taken kids to get their stomach pumped if I feel they have to. This is a college town. These kids are just trying to live their lives. We, drivers, try to look out for them. They don't need to be preyed on. The fact that Kaylee Madison and their friends were so brutally attacked within a couple of hours of him making that drop off, within a couple of hours of him making that drop off, has, the driver said, weighed on him. So this whole thing has obviously affected him. What else is new? Okay, what else is new? He said, I've been driving here for years, and it weighed on me. It was rough to think I was one of the last people to see them alive. When I saw the news on Monday, it occurred to me, I was in that neighborhood, but that was before they'd released any names. As soon as I knew for sure it was the girls, I went to the police. So he was cooperative. Okay, this driver was cooperative. And of course, we already know that this particular driver has been released as a suspect. Okay. But you never know. They say, hey, just because they've been let go, that they've been released as a suspect, does not mean that they're not going to circle back and maybe bring this person back in. But according to him, according to this driver, he's saying that That it was just a regular, normal, everyday routine drive picking up these two girls. And these two girls were just super bloody hype about getting some food in their bellies. That's literally it. And I'm serious. I still want to know more about Xana and Ethan. That's just driving me crazy. Driving me crazy. Okay. But back into the article, he said, swiftly eliminated from inquiries, having provided officers with a wealth of digital data and the timed receipt from the Taco Bell to which he went after dropping the girls home. In the weeks since the unalivings, he has watched, he said, with dismay as police have shared little information and the families of the victims have grown increasingly impatient. He said, I took about a week off driving when I just stepped back from it all. Those kids deserve justice and they're not getting it. It feels to this community like the police aren't even trying. Wow. Which is 100% related to how they aren't communicating with the community. People are scared. Most of us have very little faith in the MPD. We can't tell if we are watching qualified investigators who have a handle of the situation or if they are completely at a loss and grasping for straws. MPD has pushed back at the suggestion that inexperienced officers, the lead investigator has only been a cop for 2 years, are hampering or have already botched the investigation. Obviously, we already know that no weapon has been recovered, no suspects have been named, but police are still seeking the occupants of a white 2011 to 2013 Hyundai Elantra. They got to get that right. Come on. With unknown license plates caught on CCTV in the area near the time of these alivings. Now, what is interesting, and of course, we saw this. We already talked about this Elantra that was found on the side of the road of Eugene, and of course, they have already debunked that, saying that it's not connected in any way, shape, or form. But one thing that I do find very, very interesting is you're hearing the Uber driver, right? This Uber driver has officially come out and said his thing, said his piece. Blammo. Okay. He's saying I feel bad because my job is to take this is to get these people from point A to point B in one piece, to get them home safely. So of course this Uber driver is beating himself up. He's very understandably very upset that maybe there was something he could have done. Again, like I was saying before, I feel a lot of this is going to be a woulda, coulda, shoulda situation, right? That they're sitting there going, dang, I could have done this, or if I had done this, or if I had known about that, this would be a totally different situation. Maybe the outcome would be different. But at the same time, if this Uber driver or if this private taxi driver, it's interesting that they're not even saying Uber, but if this private taxi driver is completely 110% innocent, then I would say there's nothing he could have done. That he did exactly what he needed to do. He did his job. Because anything that would have happened when all the bad things occurred inside that house, not on the outside. And I know that I can only imagine what any person that may have crossed paths, right? That may have crossed paths with these two girls, with the four. You got to remember, there's a whole frat party that Ethan and Xana were at. All those lives that they crossed during that party. And then they went home, or they went to Xana's, and then all hell broke loose. You know? And I just have to say, it's no one's fault except for that monster's. There was only so much that anyone could have done at that time. But I understand people being overwrought with guilt right now. I get it. And I know it's going to take some time for people to be able to move on from that and to forgive themselves for not knowing or being there, being aware of what was going on. But no one could have predicted any of this. No one at all. Now, I got another video, or I got a video that I got to show you guys. This is from Banfield. This is the same thing. This is the interview that they had. They had an interview with the private taxi driver. I just call it the Uber driver, okay? And basically, a lot of what I just read is kind of reiterated here, but you get to at least hear it from the reporter's mouth about all this. This is, again, it's all devastating. All this is devastating, y'all. No one wants this, but nonetheless, this is what we're going through. So let's take a look at this. And guys, please do me a favor. Hit that like button down below. Don't forget to do that. That would really, really mean a lot. All right. Hit that like button down below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. All right. I'd really, really appreciate that. Okay. And let me get these super chats real quick before we get going into this interview, because I know I got a couple of them here. Again, I appreciate all the super chats and all the comments and all that too. So thank you as you guys start to file in, because I know it's Christmas Eve. A lot of y'all are wanting to spend time with your families and all that stuff. So the fact that the fact that a good portion of you guys are here right now does mean a lot to me. So thank you guys, and happy holidays. Shooting the Breeze, thank you so much for the 20. I appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Pascal. Just a little something for you. Hope you and yours are well and having a beautiful holiday. Yes, it's been very relaxing. Actually, no, it's been kind of hectic, but it's been relaxing nonetheless. I mean, you're working, you're running around doing all this stuff for people that you love. So it is, it's hectic, but it's exciting when you get to see family. At least for me, you know what I mean? So happy holidays to you too. All right. Michelle Woods, thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate it. My sister's birthday is today. Happy birthday, Michelle Woods' sister. I'll be visiting her and her kids tomorrow. I guess you'll be visiting her and her kids tomorrow with Wawa eggnog and a huge slice of strawberry shortcake. Woo, that sounds good too. Happy holidays to you too, sweetheart. Man, that sounds good. That sounds good. Actually, now I'm getting hungry. That's not fair. Beth Foolery, thank you so much for the 5. Thank you so much. Thank you, Beth. Just wanted to wish you and yours a very Merry Christmas. Thanks for all you do and keeping it real. Thank you so much, Beth Foolery. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Yeah, Wawa for the win. Yeah, Wawa for the win. But yeah, so yes, Merry Christmas to every single last one of y'all. Happy holidays to every single last one of y'all, because not everybody celebrates Christmas. So let's not forget that too. Happy holidays to every single one of y'all. Okay, make sure it's around people while you're sharing or spending this holiday. Make sure it's around people that you actually like. I'm just kidding. Make sure that you're just around people that you love. Okay. Seriously, we need to do that more often than not. Because, I mean, if you really think about it, there is 4 families right now. I mean, including not only just this family, there are many other families, okay, that have lost someone or those people are still missing, or it's 4 students that have lost their lives. A lot of families right now are grieving. A lot of families right now are coming together, maybe, and celebrating this holiday. And yes, maybe they'll have a few smiles and stuff, but they're also still thinking in the back of their mind, oh, such and such would have loved it if, but they're not there. And a good portion of these stories, a good portion of these people that are still out here are unsolved cases. Still out there. Families still hopeful that this Christmas they'll just ring the doorbell, and there's their missing kid or their missing loved one. So I have to say, honestly, just a reminder. Take this time to be with your family and hug them so tight. Okay? Just wanted to say that really quick. Nicole, hey, Nicole, thank you so much for the 20. Happy holidays to you and everyone in chat. Keep warm and be blessed. Pascal, thanks for being you. Oh, shucks. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you, Nicole. I really do appreciate the support, seriously. And happy holidays to you as well. Okay, let's get into this video because, let's get into this video. Hit the number 1. Let me know you guys can hear it.
Alex?
Yeah, I was able to find this rideshare driver. He's one of only about 4 here in the Moscow area. So I was able to track down that phone number and give him a call personally, speak to him. I asked him point blank, hey, are you the guy who drove Kaylee and Maddie home that night? And to his credit, he was very transparent, very honest, very open, almost immediately with me.
Well, understandably, he has said, Alex, that he is very concerned. It's a small community. He doesn't want to be on camera, but he was very revealing in what he told you about that ride home. Start there. What did the girls talk about in the back seat?
Well, he said that it was actually a rather innocent conversation from the beginning. You might remember that he picked up these 2 girls from that grub truck. It's the food truck that's located right in downtown Moscow. And really, he said that was the center of their conversation. The entire 5-minute ride home was about their mac and cheese carbonara that they were planning on splitting when they got back to the house. He said that he's picked them up in the past, not only these 2 girls, but Xana as well. And he said that in the past, they've talked about boys and drama and college life, but not this time around. It was just a very normal, innocent conversation about their food and how they were going to share it when they got home.
Yo, like I said, they were just excited about bashing. They were about to bash. That's it. You know? And of course, if they've been out, they were out for many hours at this pub, knocking back shots, doing, drinking, so on and so forth, just living a life like it's golden, period. And I'm sure without having anything in their bellies and all they're doing is drink, man, for a fact they were ready to burst. That's what they're basically saying. They were in the car. They were just basically saying, oh my God, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to eat this when we get home. That's it. That's it. Nothing crazy. This is what's so scary about it. They seem to have no concerns about anything at all. There was no concerns about anything, guys. Zero concerns. They didn't talk. I mean, we're going to hear even more, but we heard in the article from what I read, they had no concerns. They didn't talk about any creepazoids. They didn't say anything. They didn't go hoodie guy, the Jack S, as we know him now, but he's infamously the hoodie guy. They didn't say anything about the hoodie guy. They didn't say, oh, he's being weird and creepy and no. Nothing. They said nothing of the sort. Crazy. But let's continue. Wild stuff, y'all.
So that's also revealing that he knew them. He had them in the car multiple times before. This is a small town, so if they've taken an Uber a couple of times, it would be likely that he'd be the driver. And he said, indeed, he knew them. He knew all 3 of them.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He said that obviously as one of only about 4 rideshare drivers in this area, he picks up these girls a lot. And not to mention, we already know that this is so close to frat row. And of course, we've reported that this is a party house. So a lot of times students would come here. And so he said that Xana, that Kaylee and Maddie were no strangers to them. He's given them rides home from the bars, home from work, home from school. So he knows them. He has driven them before. But back again to this, he said that there was nothing out of the ordinary that night, that right now or in that moment that it was just an innocent conversation. Of course, the frats were bumping on a Saturday night, but here at the house, it was quiet and he saw nothing out of the usual.
So, as you reported earlier this week,
I fixed the echo. I got it. Sorry, guys. I fixed the echo. I got it. I didn't press a mute button. That's all. It's very frustrating. But anyway, as you can see, the thing is that, hey, nothing. They had no concerns about anything. Nothing strange was afoot. Okay? Nothing weird and wild was afoot. There was no foul play afoot, guys. Just so y'all know. Strange stuff. Strange stuff indeed. Okay? Strange stuff indeed. Actually, I just saw the Glass Onion movie that's on Netflix. The sequel to Knives Out. Y'all, if you liked Knives Out, you're going to love this sequel. So go check it out when you get a chance. I'm sorry. Had to say that really quick. But damn, was it good. All right, let's continue with this.
Alex, the last thing that we heard on tape was the surveillance camera showing Maddie and Kaylee walking from the Corner Club bar to the grub truck. And the only thing we could hear was, Maddie, what did you tell Adam? And then Maddie responds, I told Adam everything. Was there any conversation in the back of the Uber car about Adam or the bartender? Because Adam turned out to be the bartender. Did you mention anything like that?
Yeah, actually, the rideshare driver said that he knows Adam. He knows he's a bartender, but Adam was not brought up once at all during that conversation. Again, no conversations about boys, drama, or any trouble. And as far as what the girls were feeling, he said they were not fearful. They weren't skittish in any way. But back to the food truck, also, I asked him about that. Hey, you were right there. Did you see anything out of the ordinary there? And he said, no, it was a Saturday night at the food truck. A bunch of college kids hanging out, ordering their food before heading home. You know, I brought up another person a lot of people have speculated about, the hoodie guy he's been referenced as. He said he didn't see that guy. He has no indication that anything was wrong there at the food truck. And certainly during that entire rideshare home, no indication that anything was wrong there, rather.
Again, obviously, I just read the article. This is just them reiterating exactly what I said a second ago. Nothing's changed. It's the same old, same old. Nothing's changed. They're sitting here saying, hey, the guy is saying that it was just a typical Saturday night. Nothing changed. Nothing different. Nothing weird. There was no foul play. Nothing was amiss. There wasn't an awkward energy in the air. Nothing of that sort. It was just a regular, good old-fashioned Saturday, which makes me believe that whatever went down, all the things that transpired within the hours of their demise. I don't think, like, I'm going to say now, okay? I'm going to say this, but, and I know some of y'all aren't going to agree with me on this. And again, this is all speculation. But I don't think it had anything to do with, and I still don't think it has anything to do with the hoodie guy. Not anymore. Now that we've seen video of him walking those girls down the street, there was no awkward energy in the car. You know for a fact if two girls that were riding in an Uber or a private taxi company, if a private taxi driver picked up these two girls and they were totally tripping over some creepazoid, they would talk about it. They'd be talking about it amongst themselves like that. They'd be like, oh my God, this guy was such a creep, so on and so forth. Because in a way, they're saying it so that other people know about it so that they can stay safe. If this person was a real creepazoid, they would have said something. If Jack S was acting weird in any type of way, I think that they would have said something in that car. If according to what this Uber driver's saying, if this Uber driver was really having that kind of rapport with these girls and they were comfortable enough to speak to him in that way, you know for a fact that they would sit there and say, yeah, this dude was creepy, man. He was all over me, and he was just standing there lurking in the background while we were trying to get our pasta. Ew. They would have said something. But they kept talking about how they couldn't wait to smash the food, I mean. To me, that does not scream that there was foul play or something awkward going on here. Whatever happened, whatever transpired, happened after this food truck. Now, let me say this, though, too. Daisy Perez, I really did do that. Ew. Okay. Ew. Okay. But let's think about this. That does not automatically mean that there wasn't something that may have popped off during the night. That maybe an ex got really upset about some news that they may have received that night. Or it could have very well been somebody who had been plotting this for a while. That's the only thing I can think of. That's the only thing I can think of, unless it's just somebody who walks in and opened up the door and just did the unthinkable at random. But even though at random, the math ain't mathin' for me there too. So that's why I say I look at this and we hear this information, and now we're hearing even after they left this guy. And you know, we can also put out the other idea or the other angle that maybe they didn't want to talk about it at all. But it just seems so strange that they wouldn't get into the car and go, God, what a creep. You know? They're drunk. They're talking about how they're so excited about bashing some food. Clearly, they're going to be talking about other things. So for me, whatever went down did not happen, I don't think, were the people that surrounded them that night. But then again, that's like, that is a shot in the dark, and that is speculation land from me. Okay, that is not true. That is not proof. I'm not sitting here proof positive that such and such did such and such. No. But I do think that whatever happened was all the drama or whatever that came to this highly passionate and violent point happened after they were dropped off. That has no connection to food truck or this Uber or even the hoodie guy. That's what I'll say. That's what I will say. Okay. But let's continue on with this. Let's continue. And one more thing, hit that like button down below. Send it past 500 likes. That would really, really mean a lot. Let's go.
Okay, then what about the police? Because clearly I would have imagined the police have a lot more, machinery and technological ability than sometimes we do to track people down. I assume that the police would have found him and that they would have talked. What did he say about being able to tell everything he told you to the police?
Right. Yeah, this was super interesting to me because he said that he didn't hear about the murders until the next day. And he realized, oh my gosh, these are the two girls that I had driven home, and I've driven home in the past. And so he was stewing on that for a little bit, but he was the one who eventually turned himself over to the police by calling the tip line saying, hey, I was the one who drove these girls home. The police tells the rideshare driver that they already knew he was the driver, but even still, he was the one who called in himself and said, hey, I was that guy. That being said, when he did that, called the tip line, he turned over all of his GPS coordinates from that night, sharing that he went to Taco Bell after dropping the girls off and then went home. And so that's the reason why he was cleared almost immediately. He'd never been named as a suspect or persons of interest, because all the data that he provided to the police proves that he was not there at this house at the time that these murders allegedly happened.
So the other question is, as you are standing almost, I imagine, in the same spot where they were dropped off, did he mention anything about the drop-off that was unusual? Anybody in the parking lot? Did he drive into the parking lot? Did he hear something, see something, pass anybody?
Actually, the only thing he said was that he heard the frats doing their normal partying, but everything else seemed quiet, seemed normal. There were no headlights. There was no one following him. He says he's got a great memory, and he would know whether or not anyone was trailing him or if there was anything suspicious at all. As far as the drop-off, he said that he brought them right up the street here on King Road and dropped them off here at the foot of the driveway. He never pulls actually into the driveway because he says, based on his training, he always wants to be able to have a quick getaway in the event that something bad happens to him, like he gets robbed on the side of the road. But he dropped them off here on King Road. He watched them get out of the car. He did not watch them physically go into the home, but he said that he trusted that they were going to be safe because he's driven them so many other times, and he knew that these two girls were together.
Thank you for.
Yeah, guys. So of course of course this Uber driver is sitting here going, "Oh man, I wish I could have known. I wish I could have done something different. I wish I could have tried to save these young girls' lives had I known anything that was going on." The other thing he does say is that he was sober. He was like, I was completely sober at the time. I remember everything that went down, so on and so forth. Sorry, I'm just queuing up another video for you guys. And that's, and it's sad. Again, that's a sad feeling. Let's be real. It's a sad, sad feeling. How can you, as much as you wish you knew, as much as you wish you could sit there and say, oh yeah, this, that, and the third is doing X, Y, and Z, and we got to do this. You know what I mean? Like you don't know anything. You pull up, you pick these girls up. Of course, your job is to make sure that they get home safe. Pick up any person that orders this ride to make sure that they arrive. You pick them up and they arrive to their place in one piece. But then after that, it's on them. You release them and it's up to them on what they end up doing. Now, what happened during that time at night, we still don't know. We don't know at all, which is very, 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 very frustrating. Now, before I go into this next piece, because this is the next piece that I wanted to show you. And before we go into that, real quick, let me wrap this segment of this up. One, Uber driver is, from what he claims and from what he is saying, and obviously from the police, he's not coming off like he's done anything bad, in my personal opinion. He's not coming off like he's being suspicious. To me, it seems like he was doing his job, and he made those girls comfortable enough for them to be able to have an open conversation and be comfortable with him in the car. I do feel, and I know I said it a second ago, but I will say it again. If they felt that they were in harm's way, whether it was with Jack S. or anything weird that may have transpired that night, if they were that comfortable, as the Uber driver said, they would have spoken up. They would have said something. Given the fact that they were that comfortable to start nerding out, basically, about their pasta and how they were going to share it with each other and how they're just going to straight smash this food, that's very comfortable conversation to have with somebody driving your ride that you don't know, right? I feel that if they weren't comfortable, they wouldn't have said a damn thing. But given the fact that they were comfortable, they said what they said. And if they were around somebody dangerous, awkward, strange, was aggressive, so on and so forth. I feel that they would have been quick to say something in that Uber ride, but they didn't. But then again, I leave those choices and your thought. I leave that up to you guys on what you think really is the truth. Shoot, this Uber driver could be lying too. I don't know. All we know is what he has said to police and what he has said in these interviews. Also, he did show proof positive that he went, he dropped thing, he went and picked up Taco Bell, that he sent them apparently hand over fists amount of data proving positive that he was nowhere near the area during the time of this incident, of these tragedies, right? So that's why he was able to be ruled out. It's a scary thing, guys. All of this is a scary thing. And to be to be one that was the last person to drive two of those victims home. I mean, I can only imagine what that driver is feeling right now. It's a terrifying thing. Real talk. I got a couple super chats that I want to get into real quick. But real quick, I want to say, please, guys, go. It's pinned to the top of the chat. It's pinned. It's at the top of the description box down below. If you're interested in winning $100, I'm doing a $100 giveaway at the top of next month. Please go over, click on that link, download Swagit app. It is a brand new social media app. All right. If you follow me, you'll be able to see nothing but exclusive content over there. You'll not see that content anywhere else. Again, you will not see it anywhere else. So please go click on the link down in the description box or pinned to the top of this family chat right now. Download Swagit app. Follow me, The Pascal Show. Like a couple of my videos and comment on some of my videos, and you're instantly entered in to win or to possibly win $100. We're doing a $100 giveaway. Perfect timing, especially after the aftermath that your wallet is going to be going through with holiday shopping and holiday festivities, etc. So definitely go over there, download Swagit app, follow me, The Pascal Show, one word, comment on some of my videos, instantly entered in to possibly win $100. It's that simple. Okay, guys? But let me get into some of these super chats really quick. And then we got to look into this new body cam footage. I'm just going to show you this for right now. We got new body cam footage that happened a few months before, okay? Or not a few months, but months before. And this has to do with another there was a break-in in a car. This person rummaged through this sorority girl stuff, then moved her panties it's weird. I'll explain here in just a minute. It is the wildest thing. And of course, the question still remains, is this a foreshadowing? Could this have been a foreshadowing of what's to come with what happened down the street from this sorority house? I got questions. We're going to look at that in just a minute, but let me get through some of these super chats. Chrissy Lee, thank you so much for the 20. I really do appreciate it. Merry Christmas, Pascal. I'm so thankful for you, your content, and how much awareness you raise for so many things. I appreciate you and hope you and your family have amazing holidays. Thank you so much, Chrissy Lee. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Happy holidays to you. And I mean, without you guys, I would be talking to a wall. Seriously, I'd just be talking to a wall. All right. With a bunch of lights in my face. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Right? And P, thank you so much for the 20. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to you and yours. Merry Christmas to you as well. Happy holidays to you and yours. I hope wherever all you guys are is somewhere safe and warm. Okay? Especially if you've been hit by this Arctic blast, okay, by the Snowmageddon. And apparently we're supposed to be getting hit, at least in my area, okay, I'm in the Midwest. Apparently we're supposed to be getting hit again, y'all, with more snow. So hopefully you guys are all being safe and warm. Leela, thank you so much for the 10. Happy holidays, tamales and hot chocolate. That sounds kind of, yeah, I'm with that. Leela, thank you so much for the 10. I appreciate that. Sorry. Another one in here. Kimberly, thank you so much for the 28 Canadian bucks. I appreciate it. Sending some Christmas love to you and yours, Pascal. Hope Santa is good to y'all. And a whole bunch of emojis. Thank you. Same to you as well. Same to you all the way up in the Canadian region. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Okay. Now, we have this video. All right. Shout out to Plunder. I'm just going to say that really quick. Without Plunder, I would not have this footage. So I want to say thank you to Plunder. And I love when other creators are willing to collaborate or help other creators out. So please, if you do follow Plunder or do not follow Plunder, please, by all means, go and follow her. Go to Plunder, find her on her latest video. Just do me a favor. Just say, I just subscribed and Pascal sent me. Okay. That would really mean a lot. Okay. But I love when the people in the community, especially in the true crime community, start to work together instead of just hoarding all the information and all the data for themselves. I really do appreciate it when it's a collaborative effort. So I was wanting to get this content and she hooked me up. So I want to say that really quick. Show Plunder some love. Follow her or go subscribe, comment on her latest video. Tell her that I sent you. That would really, really mean a lot, okay? Because she didn't have to do that. She really didn't. And it was pretty amazing that she did. So, moving on. Here it is. There is this body cam footage. We're going to be looking at one angle because there's different angles and all that. In this particular video, there is a car that was broken into. A sorority girl's car was broken into. And it's just really creepy what happens when they're going through the car. She talks about this particular person, whoever broke into her car, was going through her things, packing things in a suitcase, leaving it outside of her car allegedly, but left her underwear in the car. Like, took it out and put it in the car. For what reason, I don't know. Looks like they were trying to hotwire the car or maybe do something even more sinister with the car. We don't know. It looks like a break-in, but then it's some weird stuff with the underwear and the clothing. So it's very strange, okay? It's a very, very weird series of events. And I don't know, could this be a foreshadowing of what's to come, or is it not? We don't know, but I just want you guys to see this video. So take a look at it and let's rock and roll. Oh, and by the way, there is no audio in the very beginning of this video. So before you guys start going, Pascal, there's no audio. Where's the sound? Don't worry. It kicks in later. Okay? Appreciate y'all.
Kennedy?
Yeah, she's right here.
Awesome, thank you.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Okay, so this morning I just got home from Boise yesterday.
Okay.
And this morning I walked upstairs and my suitcase was inside, but I remembered leaving it in my car.
Copy.
I was asked my roommate that just opened the door. I was like, hey, did you bring my suitcase up? And she's like, yeah, it was in the middle of the road. And I was like, that's weird.
Oh, your suitcase was in the middle of the road?
Yeah, it was like back over here, and I had it in the back of my car.
Oh,
so
interesting.
I was like, maybe I forgot and just left it out.
Right.
So then I take it inside, and I open it, and all the stuff that I had, I locked it. I should have been keys. But all the stuff I had up here, all my pay stubs, the stuff I had in the center console, my sunglasses I was literally wearing yesterday were all shoved inside my suitcase, and like it was like zipped back up. And
so everything that you had in your front seat was now in your suitcase? Yeah. Okay.
And then there's like a shoe print over here, and then there's like my fuse box under my steering wheel is like opened. I'll go get my keys. I just left it like
awesome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to steal it.
Okay, so as you hear, she comes up and she says, "Wait a second. I was looking for like, did you bring in my suitcase?" She's talking about the suitcase. Suddenly, the suitcase she finds out, which was supposed to be in the back of her ride, was actually in the middle of the street. All right. And then everything that was in her, see, that's the part that's so weird. Okay. Everything that was outside that was not originally in her suitcase, that was just belongings, random little knickknacks that were in her car, like sunglasses and whatnot, were inside of the car or inside of the suitcase now. Okay. Suitcase in the middle of the road. Then on top of it, she says later, what you're going to hear, she talks about her undies being in the car, which is weird. Wouldn't you think? Everything else gets stuffed into the suitcase. Everything else gets stuffed in the suitcase, but her underwear? The hell? Let's continue. Like I said, this is weird, y'all. Don't forget to hit that like button, babies.
Why would you open the fuse box? Hot wire? I don't know. That's odd. Because we've been having those vehicle thefts. Well, there's obviously no way you wouldn't pull prints off this anyways.
Not see any cameras.
No, there's no cameras here.
You guys don't have a Ring doorbell camera or anything like that?
I just ordered one actually.
Oh, really?
That's smart.
Yeah. I don't think any of our neighbors do either.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any.
But we have like a Facebook page, so I was gonna ask on there and see. But like over here, like they didn't take anything. Like I had this ring up there and they didn't even take it. But like that little fuse box is opened, and then there was
Is there any damage inside of it?
No, not that I can tell. I don't really know, but I'm just...
Is that your shoe print?
No.
You have your phone on you?
Yeah.
I sat on it though, so hopefully I didn't like mess it up.
Yeah, I mean, there's not much we can do with it, but it could. We've been having kind of an uptick in vehicle prowls, and say we find the suspect, and they find say he's wearing something that matches that tread. It just kind of now. I mean, it'd be really hard to, unless the person admitted and said, "Yep, I was there." I mean, which is highly unlikely. But so when did you get back from Boise? You said
I got back last night at like 5 p.m.
Okay, so 5 p.m. last night.
And
did you lock your car?
No.
Okay.
But I came back out here about 9 because my TV was in here and my like pillows. Except that I don't know. I like heard like someone like talking over there. It was really weird, and then I just grabbed it and went back.
Yeah, because it's kind of a bowl right here. It's, I mean, people could be up in their backyards talking, and
it freaked me out.
So 9 o'clock is when you last saw your car in like a normal condition, and your TV wasn't stolen.
No, because I grabbed it and I brought it inside.
Okay.
The only thing in here was my suitcase.
Where was your suitcase originally at?
Right here.
So it was in the back.
It was like right here, and like this stuff was already in here.
Okay.
And they didn't touch it, but it was like right here, and so someone took everything from up there, put it in the suitcase, and then left it outside.
Yeah, that's definitely odd. It's odd because your fuse box is open.
Yeah.
However, I'm not trying to like scare you or anything, but maybe they were trying to steal your car.
That's what we were thinking.
So we have had
leave me my stuff.
Yeah, like I'm gonna be nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So when your roommate came out here and found your suitcase in the road, was the hatch opened up?
I don't think so. I didn't ask her.
Okay.
I can call her. She's inside.
Or if the doors were open. I mean.
Call Caitlin Lee.
Okay. And then, did they say what time that was?
Yeah. Hey, a few questions. When you grabbed my suitcase, did you see, like, were any of the doors open, like the hatch or anything?
No, just the suitcase was sitting outside of it.
And what time was that?
I say around 9:30.
Okay.
Last night?
This morning.
This morning. Okay, so between 9 o'clock last night and 9:30 this morning.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Is there any damage to your vehicle?
Not that I can tell.
What about the fuse box, the little lid for that?
I don't know what it's like normally. The only thing I kind of noticed is like my hood thing. Like if you look down here, it looks like it's like bent like the other way a little bit.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, they might have been.
But the fuse box like lids on the ground.
Did you look inside the hood to see if
Yeah,
anything was tampered with?
I don't know what cars are supposed to look like. So
Okay, I mean, it's okay. Do you want us to look and check?
yeah, you can look.
You want to pop the hood there, Chris?
I just saw it and it just looked
Yeah.
like a lot of wires.
Nope, it sounds like to me someone who might have been trying to maybe take your car, but
And I started my car already and it started, so
nothing wrong with it.
no,
Did you drive it?
no. But
Okay.
I put it in reverse first so I can make sure the brakes will work.
Right.
And it worked. I mean,
You know how to open your hood?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, so I ain't no mechanic, but obviously engine, your batteries here,
Everything
2 batteries,
normal, I thought.
your alternators there. I don't see anything of notice.
That's good.
I don't know if there's supposed to be a cap here. It looks like your oil filter.
Yeah.
I don't know though. I have a Subaru too, but I've never looked in the motor.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's normal.
we'll document everything. Like I said, there's kind of been like an uptick recently in like, we've had a couple vehicles stolen. We've had people's cars getting broken into. My words of recommendation always is lock it. Yeah. So
they're crimes of opportunity. More often than not, sometimes, very rarely do they break windows and actually break in. More often than not, they pull door handles until they find one that's unlocked.
Yep.
Okay.
So that's probably what they did.
Hers was unlocked too, but she hasn't even looked at it.
Well, if they're trying to take your car, I mean, your car is right here. And because these cars don't look like they were messed with
Yeah, that one was.
at all, nothing's in a disarray. It just goes to show me. So, yeah. So yeah, we'll document everything. I'll give you my card with the case number on it. Yeah, like Chris said. So I'm assuming you're a student, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, anywhere near the UI campus, it's a hot spot for people to burglarize crap because there's lots of cars. There's a lot of people that aren't from the area. You know what I mean? So, it's a crime of opportunity, big time. So, I would just tell all your roommates to make sure your doors and everything are locked. And the Ring doorbell is definitely gonna help you guys out. So
Probably put it like right there.
yeah, you could probably put something right there. Other than they do sell the doorbells. I don't know what a doorbell is gonna really do with you so much.
I feel like you wouldn't see anything.
But you can get the cameras.
It also, because like this little walkway goes right back to my room, so I'd like to see who's going back there.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let me. I'll give you my card with the case number. Did you take photographs of that? Cool. So we took photographs of that. We'll kind of.
I didn't take photographs of the fuse box.
Yeah, if you want to just. You said it seemed bent a little bit.
Yeah, it's like the hood. The thing that opens the hood.
Was there a little lid on it before? Oh, it is there though. Okay.
I just left it there.
Was it damaged?
No.
Okay.
For the fuse box,
Yeah.
I put that back in.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
So it clicked back in.
Yeah.
And obviously the hood.
Moscow 167.
I don't know. Freaky though. I don't know why they shoved everything in my suitcase.
Can I get my case number? Honestly, I think you're right. I think if I took a wild guess, maybe they were trying to take your car and they were like,
"You don't need these clothes."
Copy.
The stuff they put in my suitcase was so random. Because
There's no chance someone's playing a prank on you.
Yeah, I didn't think so. I don't see why anyone I know would ever do that.
Yeah.
But like, oh yeah, then I found my underwear like shoved right there.
In the cup holder.
Yeah, and
Underwear stuffed in cup holder. Now, I know a lot of y'all are sitting here, some of y'all, not a lot, but some of y'all are sitting here going, oh, this is probably a prank. I hope it is, but I don't see anything here that's telling me otherwise. I don't see anything in here that says, oh, yeah, this is 110%. Oh, what? This is 110% you know what I'm saying? That this is a prank. To me, this doesn't come off like a prank. If this was a prank, this was a poorly executed prank then. Because there's nothing here that gives off the vibe of, oh yeah, this was definitely a prank. I don't know. To me, it doesn't. You take everything that she has and put it into her suitcase, put it into the middle of the road, then take out her underwear, put her underwear in the cup holder. I don't think it's a prank, y'all. I feel like it's or it's a poorly executed prank. So to me, nah, this is not a sorority prank. It would be much more obvious that it is a prank. Why would they try to break into her car and then possibly try to hotwire her car to steal the car as a prank? That doesn't make any sense. You know, it's usually very, much more simple, right? A little bit more rudimentary than this stuff. This is, to me, if it is a prank, this is a very sinister way of saying, gotcha. You know what I mean? You just been punked. Where's Ashton Kutcher at? Where did he go? Nah, I'm sorry. It's nah. To me, this gives off creepy vibes. Let's go.
And you said nothing is missing of your knowledge?
not that I can tell.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're good. Like, this side either.
Yeah.
Take one. We'll probably take. I know it's not much, but we could take one more picture of maybe the footprint next to a ruler.
I took it next to my flashlight. So
Okay. Perfect. So this is my card.
Okay.
If you happen to say, "Oh, my pink cell phone case is missing," you can just send me an email and just say, "Hey, this is missing. This is how much it's worth, and this is what it looks like." So, here's the case number here. Yeah, I'm sorry that this happened. It's definitely.
It's just freaky.
Yeah, no, it's definitely eerie.
Yeah.
You know, knowing it's kind of like an invasion of personal privacy.
Mm-hmm.
Totally get it. It's happened to me before, and it's definitely not something fun to go through. So, just tell your roommates, just tell people to keep their eye out, lock your guys' cars. I know we tend to forget it. I tend to forget to lock my car. People think, oh, it's Moscow.
Yeah.
They know
it's safe, but there's always,
I'm just glad I took my TV out. That would suck.
Yep. Do you have any questions or anything?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Right. Is this an alpha fee? Like
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Sweet.
Nice.
How did you know?
Alpha fee on your pants.
Oh.
Yeah. We work on U of I. That's our main spot. So
we're the campus officers.
Okay.
So, I don't know if we haven't done a cop talk with you guys yet in a while. I don't know if you guys are wanting to do one.
What is that? Oh, like at the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should do one.
Yeah.
Actually.
Shoot me an email and let me know.
We'll set it up.
Cool.
We come there and
I'll send it to our president.
Perfect. We have them and a member, Aaron Agidius from OCRI comes and we just do a little talk, and it's good for, especially, a lot of people have been here for a few years. They've done them, but new people, it's good to just refresh and get some of that information out there and answer any questions and stuff. So
yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, it's a fun time. So we are there to answer whatever questions you guys may have. So
cool. Well, thank you.
Cool. Yeah. All right. Cool. Take care. Yep.
So there it is, guys. This body cam footage that was found, or that was taken in March of 2022. So this was several months ago. Okay. Several months ago. But this happened near the home and near University of Idaho's campus. This is very strange stuff, y'all. In my personal opinion, this is very, very strange stuff. Now, there's a lot you can look into this and say, oh, like I said, people are out here saying that this is just a regular, good old fashioned college prank. I beg to differ. I see something that's completely different. I don't see anything comical about this. I see something very creepy and strange about this. There's also been, of course, the story about the skinned dog. All these things that have been just kind of revolving around in the area of Moscow. It's very strange. Okay, we talked about this with Justin on TikTok just a few shows ago. And he said, yeah, there's just a lot of strange things that were going on leading up to this ultimate tragedy, right? So when we look at this, it's kind of like, what is this a foreshadowing? Could this be someone out here just maybe hoping to, trying to do something even worse? Could it be somebody who is just being pervy, right? Just being a pervert? That it gradually grew into something more intense? The appetite became more intense? I don't know. I don't know. This could very well be a completely separate incident with something completely different. This could just be a disgusting creepazoid. There are plenty of creepazoids out here in the world, all right? Doesn't mean that there's only one creepazoid per city or per little town. They're everywhere, right? But we don't know. We really don't know what's going on with this, right? We don't know what this entails, what this could mean. I just wanted to show this to you guys to show you that there was other strange happenings going on around that area months prior to this incident. All right. And then the other thing is, of course, too, is the question of is because I know there's a lot of people that are saying the white car that JD in Jack D's driveway and all that. I know that there's been a lot of speculation and theories around that as well. That's something I want to look into a little bit more before I start speaking even more on that stuff. Okay, but when it comes to this video itself, right? What could this mean? Could it be something separate? Like Gustav just said, I think it's separate. Some people think it's, like Adriana said, it's, creepyzoid. Okay. It could be a creepazoid. Could be a prank too, but I don't see anybody doing something crazy like that. This kind of prank, it's messed up, y'all. A prank like this. Okay? I will say that. A prank like this is very, very dangerous to just be putting out like that. Very, 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 I think it's very dangerous because you're giving off a certain vibe. And you know how it is. Most pranks are done in a, lighthearted, in a joking manner. This is something else. Underwear in her cup holder. All her belongings are out of the car and in the middle of the street. It looks like they tried to hotwire the car or tamper with the car in some sort of way. That's weird. That is very, very weird, guys. All right. I'll say that. All right. And hopefully this was just a one-time incident and this whole thing means nothing. But it could also mean a whole lot of something too. Like ATLian said, absolutely. It's spooky. Period. That's a messed up prank. Okay. Karma just said she left her doors open, so someone pranked her to teach her a lesson, maybe. Or it could have, as the cop said, it could have been a crime of opportunity. That maybe they saw somebody was creeping, watching, that she was pulling up, saw what she had in the car, saw that she just went into her house or into her apartment or dorm, whatever you want to call it, and wasn't doing anything about it, they were like, well, maybe that car is unlocked, but I'm gonna wait. Let me see what's good, and then finally did something. You know what I'm saying? Finally stepped up and did something. You never know. Could have been a crime of opportunity for sure, right? Happened in March of this year. So this is several months before, obviously November 13th. Okay, before this incident, but still, it is something that was being shared. Plunder shared it as well, basically saying, could this mean something? Could this person just be stretching their legs and seeing how far they can get, so on and so forth? We don't know, but it doesn't hurt to take a look at that body cam footage and see it with our own two eyes and just ask those most important questions, right? And just see what the hell is actually going on here, right? And if there is breadcrumbs before this, okay? So it's crazy, guys, but like I said, we're still working on things. I'm still trying to get more body cam footage stuff. There's more footage out here that's been circulating throughout the internet and all that, which we will be looking at, hopefully, if I can get my hands on it too, because we need to take a look at it as a family as well. But I'm going to leave that up to you guys. I'm going to leave you guys with what we have so far. What are your thoughts on all this? Where do you stand on this? How do you feel about this? Does this make you feel good? Does this throw you off? Do you think the Uber driver is saying stuff that's credible? Do you still think he could be a suspect? What do you think with this body cam footage? Do you think this is somebody who just happens to be an isolated incident of just a creepazoid? Do you think it's a prank? Or do you think it's maybe the dude, this individual that did the unalivings in 1122 King Road? Definitely let me know your thoughts on that. And of course, before I get going, be sure to go and click on the link down below in the description box or in the chat, pinned to the top of the chat right now, if you want to be entered in for a $100 giveaway. That's right. You get a chance to win $100, y'all. All right. And it's simple. You click on the link in the description box or pinned to the top of the chat right now. Download Swagit app, brand new social media app. Follow me, The Pascal Show, one word, where you can get exclusive content only by me, and you're not going to get that content anywhere else. Go and comment on some of my videos, like some of my videos, and you get entered in instantly for a chance to win $100. Again, a winner will be announced at the top of this coming month. So go and do that. Click that link down below. Download Swagit app. Follow me and win some bucks, y'all. Okay? But that is the show, y'all. I appreciate every single last one, y'all, for being here, being a part of the conversation, being a part of being a part of the chaos today. Okay? It looks like I may be on tomorrow. I might not. I do have a giveaway of something else, a completely different giveaway, not this giveaway, another giveaway that I'm going to be doing tomorrow or the day after Christmas, just depending. I think I want to take that day to just kind of chill and take some time off. But I will be doing a holiday giveaway most likely on Monday during the live show. And there's some giveaways that I'm going to be doing that I think you guys are going to really, really enjoy. Got some really cool crystals and all that I'm looking forward to giving to you guys. Okay, so please, if you're interested in being a part of that, definitely tune in to that live show. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or if it's going to be Monday, but I will let you know for sure in the community, on the community page, on my Discord, and of course on Twitter as well. And I will be saying it on my Swag It app as well. So go over there, download Swag It, and I'll be doing a video real quick to let you guys know when I'm going to go live and do that particular giveaway. The holiday giveaway, not the Swag It giveaway, but the holiday giveaway. Okay? So, and I got some things I want to give away. So it's not only just crystals, there's a couple other things too. So be sure to go and do that. Okay? Anyway, guys, I appreciate all y'all for being here. You guys have been amazing. Do not forget to hit that like button down below. All right? Hit that subscribe button. And I want to say again, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, happiest of holidays to every single last one of y'all. Seriously, you guys, I am so grateful and thankful for every single last one of y'all who have been watching my show, being a part of the conversation, commenting, liking, subscribing, following, buying my merch and all that stuff. Without you guys, there would not be a show. There would not be merchandise. There would just be me talking to a wall in a purple ass room. So I have to say, thank you guys so much. It's always a blessing to be here to talk with you guys. And I just hope you guys all have a wonderful, warm holiday. All right. Enjoy it. Be around the people that you love, or at least the people that you can stand. Okay. And eat till you burst. All right. Anyway, guys, it's time to get going. I appreciate all y'all. Be good to yourselves. Be good to one another. And I'll see you guys very, very soon. Happy holidays to every single last one, y'all. I'll see you guys soon. This is the Pascal Show. Bye.